Well, hi guys, here is Ludo at Trading Academy, and today I want to introduce you to the central topic of trend following. Well, I would like to start to give you a little bit of a briefing on who we are and how we operate. Well, we are a team of professional traders from Central Europe, and we like to educate our audience and our followers to become elite traders throughout our material, strategies, and daily trading analytics. Well, how do we do that? Well, we broadcast all our thoughts and educational material again on our socials, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, as well as we have a big presence on our YouTube channel where we release all our video documentation explaining you different markets such as Forex, equity, crypto, and futures, and how we actually get earnings going. Well, for today, as I was telling you, the central topic is going to be trend following, and I would like to kick off with a presentation and then move forward to a Forex tester showing you a little and simple money-making strategy that will help you out to understand new potential earnings opportunity and catch that profit you always wanted to have. Well, follow us and let's get started.
Well, guys, starting off with trend following, a profitable trading strategy. I just would like to kick off giving you a little bit of an outlook of what we're going to be seeing and analyze today. We are going deeply into a trend following strategy and how you can take advantage of this very precious momentum within the market, trying to catch it all and making big profit for yourself. And of course, like while we gonna go through the specifics and theoretical knowledge about this simple money making strategy, I would like to introduce you on how to enter the market with confidence using this specific technique and exponential moving average, what they are and how actually they will help us to understand the price movement and where the direction is going. And of course, trade management. So I will go through this strategy using my Forex tester and make you see how to use stop losses and take profit. I totally understand that trade management is something very personal depending on the approach of each trader. However, I believe that by using strategy that they have clear and objective rules, it is important to have that guideline that will leads you to better earnings and better sustainable trades. Well, let's move on with the first bit of the presentation, and here I would just like to show you and make you understand what is trend following. Well, trend following strategy describes that technique where a traders wants to buy an asset when the price tends to go up and sell it when it tends to go down. But of course, this is something that every trader should be knowing. However, when you are a trend following trader, you are really expecting that that price movement you are investing in is gonna keep continuing within time. Well, therefore, trend traders is not going to look and analyze very much specific level. However, it is very important and very precise if you want to be one of those guys to better understand where to enter the market and then simply jump into it and ride it until the end. Therefore, this is a description of how a trend trader should be behaving. Finding the perfect point within the market entry, finding the best point where to exit after he rides it all. Well, but how do we do that, and how do you understand a trend following technique? Well, trend following techniques are very much used among traders around the world, and how we do, and how the actual trading community, international trading community does, is by using, of course, fundamental news and fundamental analysis on the stock or currency pairs or cryptocurrency you are investing in. However, you also want to use some of those indicators which that will help you understand where the actual price direction is moving. Well, in this case, I want to introduce you to exponential moving average, which is a weighted average belonging to the moving average family, which is built up uh, with the simple moving average SMA. However, it differs from that because this is a weighted moving average, so a weighted average which take into consideration and gives much more importance to recent price rather than the historical values of it. Therefore, after saying that, I just want to introduce you to this concept by showing you on a graph. Here we are on Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, very much correlated currency pair because driven by commodities. And I believe this is also a very interesting currency pair to invest in and see how the commodity market is going. It can give you a very much on an outlook, but this is another story. I would like to show you, as you see, I just like went to my indicator list. Moving average is on the favorite, however, is between the trend moving average, and then there is MA method, which is going to be the exponential, and we are gonna adopting 12 for this specific strategy. 12, which is actually gonna be very close to the chart of the financial instrument you're trading because it takes into consideration the previous 12 period before today. However, we might need another moving exponential average, which is going to be a much higher period, possibly 72. And this is going to mm, follow, of course, like a little the chart that we are looking closer to. However, we use two moving average with different periods because we want to see how the convergence and divergence and as well the crossing point between the two can help us to make a judgment and trigger the trade either direction. Well, here we have one hopping point, here we have another crossing point, here we have two crossing points, here we have another crossing point. Well, I want to highlight those points because those are very important to understand because when, like in this case, the blue one at 72 crosses above the EMA at 12, it means that there is a short selling potential trade. And by triggering that, we might ending up with lots of earning for our successful trading day. Well, it is also very important to understand when the 72 is crossing below the EMA 12, and in this case we want to open up to a long positioning and hope and understand when to close the trade and maximize our earning. In this case as well, crossing above, crossing below, crossing above, crossing below. Therefore, like I believe this is a very important instrument that every trader should be looking at because it gives you a very important understanding on how the price action is moving and where actually is heading. Well, also here, second concept, divergence, convergence, when are diverging and converging, like in this case. Converging is very important to understand because it might be possible that there's going to be a crossing point since they're coming closer together. However, when we see divergences, it is also very important to analyze because in that case, it might be possible that the trend is going to keep moving in that direction, and that's what a trend following trader is hoping for. Therefore, very good and very important to understand these three specific point while using exponential moving average, um, crossing points, convergence, and divergence. Well, let's move on with the presentation and going much more deeper within the strategy I want to introduce you today. Well, we look closer to EMA, however, trade management of this strategy. Well, we will open our chart, we will decide what we want to invest today, and we're gonna place exponential moving average 72 and exponential moving average at 12, giving us the important idea of when to trigger a short selling trade or when to open a position for longing, giving you those three variables that I given you before, so crossing points, convergence, and divergence. But now also, it is very important to understand that once we want to open such a position, and I'll bring you back over our chart, it is, and I'm gonna put it a little bit closer. It is very important to understand that there is a rejection at EMA 72, such as in this point, 1, 2, moving up, and this, for instance, would have brought you $314 on minute 15, 15 minutes time frame. It is very important to understand one candlestick, rejection at 72, that candlestick needs to close inside the EMA 12. More specifically, close the movement above EMA 12. Once rejected at 72, it means that possible scenario and possible setup to open a long position. On the other hand, when you close the movement below EMA 12, is the possibility to enter a short position and kill that trade. Well, in this case, as I show you, like here, rejection, rejection, rejection. This is the first one into the EMA 12 above, therefore opening a long position and wait for the next convergence in order to close the trade. However, as I previously told you, everybody has his own trade management, everybody has different um, emotions and feelings in regards to specific asset. Therefore, very important to give guidelines. However, I will not go so much deep into that because it's something which is very personal and very personal on the approach of trading. So now, giving you a little bit the element of our recipe, I want to show you the strategy on a forex tester and how it actually works and how you can bring back home lots and lots of earning and being a very happy trader. Let's move on the forex tester. Well, hi guys. Here we are on my forex tester trading academy here. We are going to be using currency pair Australian dollar US dollar 1 hour time frame, and let's first start by adjusting our exponential moving average, applying to the close price value 12. We're gonna highlight it with the red color, and 72 with the blue. Well, again, we want to see those three main points, so crossing, convergence, and divergence, in order for us to better understand price movements and catch up and ride that long trend. Let's move on. Well, here I'm gonna be putting my forex assessor a little bit faster in order for us to see any opportunity we could take advantage of. And still, I want to see a crossing to be sure. Like, it's very important to see crossing in order to be sure on opening and triggering that trade. Here we're closing, and I believe this is a great point. Again, I want to show you in a closer way over here, because here we have very good convergence. We have one candlestick which is closing below EMA 12. Therefore, this is a strong signal that a possible short scenario is coming up, and I want to take advantage of it. And for I want to put on one lot, um, triggering a short selling position over here. I'm gonna be putting a stop loss on top of my structure, and especially on top and above EMA 72 when I short sell, and below EMA 72 when I go long. But hopefully later on we will see as well some other longing setup, and let's go. Let's see what's gonna happen. I want to ride a long trend, and I can see here that the moving averages are very far apart. Therefore, I would like to keep going with the trend. And for now, we are about 500, 600, 700. I will see. I will show you that this is a very great scenario for short selling, and also how great it is to using moving average to spot potential hotspot in the market to gain very good profits. Well, here we are still on a very big divergence, therefore I shall keep moving on. I see that the two moving average are possibly moving closer, therefore converging, and I can see that also the market is losing a little bit of steam over here. As you can see, like after a very steep, nice steep movement over here, now market is tending to move sideways, and I will just try to I think like now we will be happy to close our trade, and by following this trend for 1 week, less than 1 week, like one full on week working, we would have gained 1,374 US dollar. I believe like weekly earning on this level would be a very good starting point for you in order to better understand this strategy and work with your trading skills. Well, let's close the the trade, and we are gonna be looking for something else. You can see that the two moving averages, the exponential moving average EMAs, are getting closer and closer to each other, and I want to see if there is the possibility of taking good advantage of them. And see here, there is a long, this would have been a nice opportunity that we missed. However, the crossing point was just like a little bit far ahead, so the moving average, they were a little bit late, let's say, on telling us where to enter the market. I like to be very safe and very cautious in regards my trades. Therefore, yes, very good spot to opening along, however, a little bit dodgy, I would say. So we move on the next one. The next one hopefully is gonna come up soon, so I can show you how again to take advantage of this very simple strategy, adopting exponential moving averages. Here again, crossing is much later than what we were expecting, therefore not entering the market in there. I want to see like a proper rejection at EMA 72 and then trigger the trade. So here we are. Strong rejection over here. Early, as you can see here, there is a very important strong rejection at convergence, one candlestick entering, and I believe I would like to open a long trade in this case because the candlestick closed the movement above EMA 12 for giving me an opportunity to possibly go long. Therefore, opening up a trade over here, putting my stop loss as previously below, in this case EMA 72, and let's try to catch up a trend. Let's go. So here you can see we have already $200, and I believe this is a good trade which I would like to close possibly and open another one on top and put my stop loss at break even over here, stop loss at break even as well. So let's see, let's move on. You can see that the two moving average are very far apart from each other and still holding up on that level. You can see it's a nice trend over here coming back up. I believe this one was not like the best option trading. However, I believe that now the two moving average are gonna get closer together and probably going on another direction. As you can see here, market like is coming from a very much downtrend over here, trying to catch up again over here from this reversal point. And I think like market now is losing steam because you can see by adopting another one over here, the volume is decreasing and possible there's gonna be triangle effect and therefore volume decreasing, very much an impulsive movement on a short side. But let's see. I really would like to check out how the market is going to behave in this case, and we'll see over here. So we're gonna possibly like take the stop loss over there, or actually if the trend is still actually going up over here, I believe that this is a good opportunity to close with some profit, even though not the best, but it's a very good opportunity. I believe market is testing zone, therefore going more into a downtrend. I truly believe that this is what's going to happen. It is still trying hard to keep up and holding above that level. and see, and also here I believe that we have like a very important candlestick which is giving us a signal that there might be possible a short situation. Here you see crossing point, rejection 72, candlestick entering, closing below EMA 12, therefore opening, definitely opening one nice short position, putting stop loss above, and let's kick off. Probably we entered the market a little bit too early. However, as you can see over here, there's been the rejection where we entered the market over here. Here there was a very much stop loss hunting, which caught us. However, because like trading is all about risk management, we didn't lose like that very much. However, as you can see over here, where there was the rejection, the trend is still going down. Therefore, moving average, simple money making strategy, it is always a very great companion for spotting and understanding new possible earning situation. Um, I believe that for today my topic is over, and if you have any question how to use moving average, please do not hesitate to drop a comment down there. And in the meantime, I wish you a very successful journey on your trading.
Well guys, I believe this is all for today, and if you think that this video is bringing you value and adding skills on your trading journey to success, please do not hesitate to come and visit us on our webpage, social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and please click subscribe and follow us. For today is all, and I wish you a very happy day trading. Bye bye.